Hello there, my name is Chris Pierce-King, and today I'm going to take you through the eCopy ShareScan Scan to DropBox connector, which is part of the Cloud Pak. The Cloud Pak connector for eCopy ShareScan allows documents to be scanned directly from a multifunction or dedicated scanner into a number of cloud storage services using the eCopy ShareScan application. By using this connector, you can authenticate with your existing Google Drive, OneDrive, or DropBox account and allow users to select which folder to store the scan in. Just a quick note here that the OneDrive connector was previously called SkyDrive, and so you may know it as a different name. The ShareScan Cloud Pak connector consists of two components, the ShareScan connector and the token website. The cloud storage services all use the OAuth authentication system. This means that access to the cloud systems from anything other than a web browser, the user needs to authorize the application and retrieve a token. The user can do this using the Cloud Pak token website. The token is then used by the application, in our case the ShareScan connector, to authorize the user with the cloud service. There are three ways a user can get a token from the website. The first is the user is given the token website address and logs in using their Windows credentials. That's the first option. The second is the user sent an email from the token website or the ShareScan connector with a link to the website, which will authenticate them using their email address. And the last option is when the user tries logging into a connector without a token, the connector emails the user instructions and a link to the website. So we have three different ways in which to retrieve a token. The administrator gets to choose the way in which the token website is accessed. And there are multiple ways in which to configure this or during deployment, and the Cloud Pak to use a token server depending on the customer preferences. As you see on the screen here, there are different options. There is a blue link, Help Me Decide, on the top right during the installation. If you click on that, you can open up a separate page with much more detail on each of the options as you can go through those with your customer. I'm just going to cover them at a high level. First one, company hosted token server. You select that option if you've installed the accompanying Cloud Pak token website locally within your organization. So you can actually store that within the domain. That is the option that I've chosen for the demonstration. You could choose the Paper River Cloud Hosted Token Server. Now, Paper River, they're the author of the connector. So they're a Nuance partner, and you would select that option if you're registered to use the Paper River Cloud Token website to host your user tokens. You could select trial. You select that option if you've registered for a trial using a Paper River Cloud Token website. It's a fully configured trial for 45 days, and basically you don't get any restrictions. You just get to use the software for 45 days. And you could choose Configure Later. Select this option if you want to use the connector in offline demo mode or plan to configure the server settings later. The connector offline demo mode, the connector does have some metadata behind it, so you can actually simulate the whole scanning and storage process, authentication through to storage in offline demonstration mode without being connected to the internet, which is great. Just wanted to quickly show you the token authorization screen. This is what a user will see when they go and authorize a specific application. So depending on how the administrator has set up the options, you'll be presented with one or more options from OneDrive, DropBox, and Google Drive. If the administrator has disabled access to a service, it'll be grayed out. So you can see the OneDrive there on the screenshot has actually been disabled by the administrator. If a service says no authorization token stored beneath it, it means you haven't yet authorized the service to use the Cloud Pak connector. Hopefully it's fairly self-explanatory. What we're going to do is we're going to switch out and show you a demonstration. So what I've got here is I've actually logged on to DropBox here, and you can see my DropBox folders. We actually have a ShareScan demo folder. We have a scans folder, and just to show you that it's completely empty. And also I have the DropBox application installed for synchronizing. I've got a ShareScan demo folder and scans, and again that's completely empty. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch to my ShareScan server. Your ShareScan server has built in a simulator. You see the icon on the top there, simulator. So there are two versions of the simulator built in. You can switch between them, either the web-based version of the simulator or the ScanStation version of the simulator. In this case, I'm just using the ScanStation version, just in case you notice that it might be different to yours. So I'm going to push the Scan to DropBox connector. And you'll see that the ScanStation software will scan 3 pages, so we're mimicking scanning in real time. We're going to click Next, and now we're going to ask to authenticate. So I'm just going to type in some credentials. So I'm going to type in administrator, and I'm going to type in my PIN number. So the administrator has decided that I could either type in my Windows password or I could type in a PIN. During the token creation process, I can choose to use a PIN instead of a password. So I've chosen to use a PIN, me as a user, and I'm going to log in. So when I log in, I'll be presented with a list of destinations. So I'm going to go to my ShareScan demo and my scans folder. I don't know whether you noticed, but there was a little green icon underneath the star, and now it's a red icon. That means that this is actually one of my favorites. So I've got my scans destination set as a favorite. So I could just go here. You'd notice that this is now an X. If I push it, it'll be removed from my favorites. Just a really nice way that users can set up scan favorites of the device. And then I'm going to send it on its way. So when that is done, you'll see the redirect screen. If there are any issues with storing the document, then it will tell you in real time before you walk away from the device, which is great. So what we'll see is we'll see the redirect screen. We could just walk away and it will time out, or in my case, I'll just hit done and we can return. So I'm going to switch back to Windows here straight away. It's already there 1 second ago. You can see that the document is in my scans folder online. And also, there it is, just come in. Simulator scan has been added, and if I actually click on it, you can see it's been synchronized locally. Regardless of which one I open, you'll see that it's the same scan that we've just scanned with DropBox. So there we go. So that really concludes the demonstration part of the demonstration. I would just like to say thank you for watching. If you need any more information, please don't hesitate to reach out to Nuance Technical Consultant or Sales Representative for more information. Thank you.